Editing mystery here. Yeah, so I use OBS to record when I have screen sharing and stuff like that, because I figured it's good enough for streaming. It's a home studio type thing. It works for all the things. But I accidentally messed up on the audio and had two audio ins. So it gave a echoey, almost like you're in a flat room or whatever type sound. I'm going to add music to the video, obviously, but if you hear something that sounds off or sound a little distorted or something, that's why. I apologize, but it happens. And the video was too long for me to sit back and do a whole new re-record. So anyway, enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, check back for more content. Enjoy the rest of the video. It's a good one. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Mr. E, and it's time. It's time for our first actual MLM deep dive. And when I say deep dive, let me preface that with financial deep dive, because we're not going to go into the cult-like practices that you often find with these sort of companies. We're going to straight numbers, right? I learn best if things are real or fake just by following the numbers, because in my opinion, numbers just don't lie. So we will determine, not necessarily if it's a scam, because I can't, well, I guess I probably could call it a scam. In my opinion, it'll be a scam. But we're going to use the FTC website, just like we specified in the first episode when we figured out what an MLM was and how to identify a pyramid scheme and stuff like that. We are now going to use those questions, throw it against our first one. And if you follow me on the Instagram, which is right there, you'll know that Asante Organics. Let me just side note here. Star Wars fans are familiar with Organa. It was so hard for me to say Asante Organics without saying Asante Organa or Organics, and it was ridiculous. Anyway, side note. But yes, Asante Organics. They are a body company, or I guess not a body company. They sell body products, right? Like shampoos, conditioners, essential oils, like body wellness, I guess is what they go into the guise of. Their claim to fame is activated oxygen, I believe is what it is. Like I said, I'm not diving too much into the products themselves and like what's in them. We're mostly looking at, one, how much they cost. Is it sustainable? So could you just, sorry, that was a motorcycle. Can you just sell the product and make money? That's the stuff we're looking at here. But yeah, Low-Techs, we got our first one. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, Low-Techs, we're back. So again, like before, if you see me look away, I've got a monitor up top here. It's got my script on it that I'm trying hard to stay on this time around. I also have the other website over here that's we're gonna see as well. So if you see me look up and stuff like that, I'm checking that out. But yeah, Asante Organics, interesting company. I guess they were founded back in 2009 when they launched their toxic-free organic wellness products. Now, I don't care what product an MLM sells. They're all trying to weasel you out of your money in the best way that they know how. And these guys are really good at kind of hiding in plain sight. In fact, if you watch some of their training videos, and if you guys want, just leave a comment. I can do a commentary video about the training videos, because they have an initial training video that is like kind of an overview of how the scheme works, and then they have a individual detail, because there's going to be 6 different ways to earn a paycheck in this company, and they detail each one of those ways to earn a paycheck. It's kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cringe. But we'll take a look at it if you guys want. Leave a comment, all the things. But yeah, this is the one I wanted to jump into first. Not because they hide in plain sight, but this is one that someone very close to me got caught up in and actually spent lots of money with these guys over the course of, I think it was like 3 or 4 months. You are required, well, okay, as we'll see as we go further on, you're not required to purchase or house inventory, but you are required to make at least 75 personal value points, or basically you have to earn 75 points a month in order to qualify for executive, which then allows you to recruit and sell at wholesale. So a lot of people in this, and you'll even hear this in the training, is like you can earn your 75 just by personal consumption, which 75 points, you think, how much do you get? Man, when we go over prices later on in the video, you will see that 75 points, if it's a 1-to-1 point scale, I think it's actually a little less. Like you get less points for the dollar, but it's pretty close to a 1-to-1 comparison. You're only going to get like maybe 4 items. And if you're a family of 4 and you want to get just the minimum in order to start earning commission, then yeah, you're not going to have a lot of stuff. Like, it's not going to last you that long. But anyway, yeah, so these guys were kind of on my hit list, I guess you could say. I really wanted to dive in and see just how scummy or scammy they are, and it's crazy. In the training videos, they do poke fun at their competition or their peers, essentially. They poke fun at Monet and other MLMs that offer you a car or several different layers of like diamond, platinum, triple this, triple that, all the crazy stuff, right? So they offer a lot of that, or they make fun of people that offer a lot of that stuff. So I thought it was pretty interesting to hear them just explain their scam while downplaying another person's scam. So anyway, if you want to watch that together, we totally can. I could do it on a live stream, or I could do it just as a video and upload it later. I could even do it, since they're like 6 to 8 minute videos. I don't know, does Instagram? I'll have to look and see how long you can do things on Instagram. But anyway, or a short on YouTube. Doesn't matter. That's here nor there. First things first. All right, let's first take a look at our checklist, right? Let me go up here to MLM. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to go and bring you in here. We remember this site, right? We remember this very clearly from the last 2 videos. They are the pyramid schemes and how do you spot one. These are the questions right here, right? Promoters make falls, all these things here, right? Now, these are broad and these are general. They're not going to cover every single MLM we get into, just because ones like Asante, they don't, or Asante Organics, they do not offer like a giant vacation type thing. So we don't have to worry about that. But remember that these are our rules that we're looking at here. So let's go ahead and go to the first one here. Now, first thing you see is all this eye candy of just natural, fun, healthy stuff, right? And okay, fine. Yeah, they got a lot of organic stuff. Now, in order to find what we're looking for, we've got to go very, very far down. So you can't just find their income disclosure statement on here. You really got to dig. So what I ended up doing is I come down here to company, and that takes you here. So these are our story, our mission, careers. I'm not going to go through all this stuff because I don't care. We're here just for one simple thing. And here, there's one thing, I'm going to go over this with you here because there's a few things on this that really kind of interest me. So all these companies claim that it's your own business. You're starting your own business and stuff like that. These guys are saying the same thing, but they're saying, do it 7 to 10 hours a week. Don't spend a lot of time. And at first glance, like you're like, oh, so they're saying you can make lots of money while working 7 to 10 hours a week on your business, right? Your 1099, I should say. All right, let's see what it is. Could this be a legit MLM that's not trying to scam people, just wants you to earn a little extra money on the side? If you believe that, then you're on the wrong channel. But yeah, these things here, and are you an ideal candidate, right? These are the expectations. They're setting the expectation of what you can expect as an employee or a contractor. They call them brand managers, I think. I want to be in control and own my own business, one that makes a difference. See how they're already kind of like makes a difference, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. I want to supply an insatiable demand in the multi-trillion-dollar green economy. They're already hitting buzzwords. Green makes a difference. I'm interested in the fastest growing and largest business sector in the world, green living. I mean, they're not wrong, right? Like everybody's coming out saying this is green, or go green for this, or this is vegan and no forests were harmed during making these and stuff like that. Which, I mean, that's all great and that's fine, especially with the current, global crisis. But they're going out of their way to let you know that that's what this is about. I want to make a positive difference in people's lives and in the environment. Can't talk. I have a professional business skill set that I will apply and expand. Now that one right there, that's not a bad one, right? Like if you're going to have a business or start your own business, you need to have a skill set, or at least learn a set of skills in order to have a business and be somewhat successful. You can't just turn around and be like, you know what, I'm going to do business. I'm going to go ahead and do this right here, and this is it. No, you got to have a little bit of savvy to do it, right? And it can be taught. It's not like some people have it, some people don't. You hear sometimes when, for instance, in the forums for e-commerce, because I do a couple of e-commerce things, you'll see a lot of people say, well, I just don't know. I'm not talented, or I don't have enough drive, or this or that. And the only thing they said there is I don't have enough drive, because that's what it comes down to. There are tools out there for you to learn to create your own business and be semi-successful at it, or at least understand the basics to where you know when someone's trying to feed you a line like these guys. Another one here says, I want a professional global e-commerce website that is maintenance-free. That is a maintenance-free bargain. I have it over here on my side, my OBS. It's a little small, maybe just getting old. But that's it right there, e-commerce, right? Because e-commerce is hot right now, especially after the pandemic last year and everybody wanting to do things online. They're saying that they're going to build you a professional website, e-commerce website that is maintenance-free. No real website, especially for a business, is maintenance-free. I mean, you're going to have to constantly update your SEO. You need to constantly update your products and maybe the layout if you don't want your website to get stale. You're always learning on how to better place things on your website. So having something maintenance-free, I would be curious to know what their definition of maintenance is, right? Or do they give you a site that is already pre-built with everything on there and you can't change anything to the way you like? They don't really get into that detail. Another one here is, I have insights into the markets I will operate in, and I could work at least 7 to 10 hours a week. There it is, 7 to 10 hours a week. And that's halfway down the list, right? Like you see, it's actually, this is mirrored up backwards, like right there. It's halfway down the list. So they give you a bunch of fluff about green economy because they're trying to just kind of get you through these. They got to say this stuff, but they also want to hype you up to do it. I want to build a business that lasts and can be sold or added to my trust or will. This is kind of interesting, what they said here. Now, understand that all businesses can be generational if you want it to be, if your family drives. I mean, if you have a corporation, oftentimes you get a new CEO. The corporate, like when you think in a corporate mindset, and I think this is what a lot of people don't quite understand about big corporations, they don't think on a lifespan of me or you. They think on like, what's this company going to be like 100 years from now, 200 years from now? Like, how do we set it up to where we can continue on? So to say that you can trust it or will it, okay, maybe I'm missing some minor detail as to whether or not that's capable, or this is some special thing. I don't think it is. At least I never came across it with my 14 years in working at a bank and some businesses and stuff. So I like the idea of owning a business with subscription-based customers that pays me weekly. Now that sounds pretty good. Right, so you have a business and you sell a product that you can then set people up on a subscription, so then you don't necessarily have to keep selling them, but they keep buying. Like, that's ideal, right? Like, that would be perfect if you could just turn around, like, well, subscription boxes essentially is what they are, right? Like, they're trying to tell you that you can have a subscription box store without the box portion and selling their product. And if you, like I said, when we look at the prices on these things, if you can get people to do a reoccurring transaction for the dollar amount that they're offering on these things, then that's crazy. But they don't want you to just sell a product. They want you to recruit, and we'll get into that here. Let's see. I'm excited to procure and support organic customers and or brand partners, marketers, right? So right there kind of hints a little bit at the recruitment aspect, because I'm excited to procure and support organic customers and or brand partners. right? So a brand partner is also considered an executive here, which is also like, I'm your upline and I'm going to get you to start selling this stuff as well, but you have to go through me to get your stuff, right? It's crazy. I might enjoy posting $35 pre-written classified ads and directing each caller to view this page, optional. That's an interesting one. So they're basically saying they have pre-written ads that you can buy for $35 and post? I didn't really dig into that one. That's weird. Well, no, that's not entirely false, because if you go through all of the stuff in there, and we'll show you things like training materials is you have to buy that stuff, or laminate pamphlets for parties and stuff like that. They don't just supply that to you like, a real sales business would just give you the tools you need to sell the product at your best ability. They make you buy them. Hey, editing Ryan in here again. Going through my entire video, I realized that I was telling you about how you had to buy the merch products and stuff like that, and the catalogs and things, but I never actually went back and put that in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. As you can see, right, I'll get used to this someday, right here, right? So we've got catalogs here. Catalogs, can you not see my, there we go. We got catalogs here, 12-pack, $35. This is your introduction cards, things like that, your TearPad Go greens. These are all the information on all your stuff is right here. And none of this is for free. Now, a company is going to give you this stuff for free if they're wanting you to sell this, sell their products, because they want you to have all the tools you need to be successful at selling their product. These guys clearly don't. Now, obviously they have this stuff here, whatever. Well, those are actually kind of nice, but come on, something. So, but yeah, that's that. 10% off, $35. They even have wholesale on here. So yeah, just a little jump in, let you know that. Enjoy the rest of the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I said that before, but I'm going to keep saying it every time. Don't forget the notification. And they're not cheap. And it's not like you get a package of them. You get like just pamphlets and then something else. I'll show you. Make sure I'm up here. Okay, so then it goes down here. I want to work part-time from home, have fun, and be a proud green business owner. Part-time, from home, fun, and green business owner, right? That's 5 things right there that they hit you with that are hype buzzwords to get you really wanting to do this, because everybody wants to work from home. Everybody wants their job to be fun. I would commit to the free online training to operate my business professionally, and I do not quit things easily. Okay, so right there they're just trying to say, you got to put in what you expect to get out of it, what you put into it, which is common. You'll hear that, but like here they're saying, okay, you really need to focus on the training, because the training teaches you how to talk to people according to them. Now here's my favorite one. It's the very last one, because they're kind of assuming that you're not going to read all the way to the bottom. I have $29.95 or $199 or $499 to initially invest in my business, and look forward to the home business tax deductions approved by my CPA. You have a CPA? I don't have a CPA. I know basic accounting just from, corporate experience and stuff like that, but I'm not a licensed CPA. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I don't have the money to just turn around and go have a CPA and have an accountant. I mean, H&R Block, I guess, could be considered my CPA because they help me with my taxes every year. And that's only because the previous setup that I had ended up getting me in trouble. But, so yeah, I mean, technically that's a CPA, kind of, maybe not. But yeah, I don't have one. If you have one, cool. But, yeah, you have to spend, this is key here, $29.95, $199 or $499 to initially invest in my business. So right there, you're buying in, right? And what did we learn about buying into things from the FTC? Let's see, where is it? Yeah, here we go. You may even have to buy products before you're eligible to get paid or certain bonuses. You also may have to pay repeated fees for other items like training sessions or expensive marketing materials, which they have expensive marketing materials. In addition, the company may say you can earn lavish rewards like prizes, bonuses, exotic vacations, and luxury cars. However, it often turns out that you have to meet certain product purchase, recruitment, and training or other goals to qualify for the rewards. And only a handful of distributors ever qualify. Right? That's the rub right there. You have to purchase that right there. That's the nasty part about this whole thing, right? You have to purchase that. And there's no free option. There's no sign up and then, get later. It's that. Now, the nuts and bolts, they kind of add a little extra stuff in here. Investment choices and income projections below are important yet to us, passion is the number one qualification for becoming an Asante Organics business owner brand partner. See, they just said that you're a brand partner. Our culture is based on the sum of the Asante energy within each of our individual brand partners. So right there, they're saying the company itself is about our brand partners. So it's not about the product as much as about how we want more brand partners or recruitments or sellers. So, and that would make sense, right? Like if you're in a corporate environment in a professional sales company that, you go punch in 9 to 5 and you're working behind a call desk and stuff like that. And you're either cold calling or returning calls or, answering calls on a regular basis for sales. I could understand saying like, we want good energy for our brand partners or our employees essentially. But this one is not saying that. You will choose estimated recommended initial one-time investment. So right there, they're telling you have to pay an initial one-time investment. You will choose $499, $199, or $29.95. Now, I like how they put the $499 one up front. And if you go back and watch the training videos, the gentleman who does the training videos tries to justify the $499 purchase price by saying, okay, if you came into the company at the $500, we'll say what it is, $500 purchase price, then you're going to be more apt to sell and get people to come in as well at the $499 or $500 price. And he said that's just the way it works. And maybe he's right. I didn't sit down to do I guess I don't have access to the numbers they have to determine whether or not that's accurate or not. The $199 or $200 one, that's kind of the middle ground. I like how they're trying to say, well, I mean, $29.95 is your basic stuff, but $199, at least you're showing a little bit of commitment, right? That's ridiculous. How do you go from $30 to $200 to $500? It's insane. So the one-time website charge. So the $29.95 is now this is one thing that kind of is a little weird that I haven't quite figured out. So they're saying that you choose one of the initial one-time investments, right? Is the $29.95 the one-time investment one-time website charge, or is that separate? I don't know. I wasn't able to figure that one out. But let's read this here. And I know this is getting a little wordy. We'll get into the nuts and bolts here, but this is kind of some important stuff because it builds up the stuff that they have. We supply you with a pre-built compliant global website complete with a world-class shopping cart valued at $72,000. You can spend $32 a month for Shopify and get a world-class cart that is probably just as good, if not better, for a business that you want to produce stuff for, drop ship for, things like that. So, I mean, okay. Your one-time website investment? Does that say investment? Yeah, your one-time website investment. Ha! They got a typo. Unless I don't understand it, but no, that should be investment of $29.95. Also includes your own personal URL website, your photo, and your contact information. They're trying to sell you on the $29.95 website because it's got your own address, your photo, and your contact information. So did they buy the domain for you? And your photo, anyone can take a photo and put it online. Your Instagram technically is your own personal website with your own photo. It's ridiculous. Your stunning global website is automatically updated on a regular basis with spectacular banner ads, fantastic product content, and new sales which you can promote regularly to the customer base you build. that's kind of cool, because if you do have your own business or whatever, you understand that like getting new banner ads and stuff and getting embedded things in there can be kind of difficult. So if you've got a group that's actually putting this stuff together, like if that's the maintenance stuff, okay, that's actually pretty slick. Unless you spend 15-20 minutes on Skillshare or YouTube, where you guys are right now, and you learn how to embed your own banner ads, because I think a lot of it is based off RSS feeds from like Google and stuff, I believe. I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, let's see where I just lost my place. Where are we here? Simply send people to your website and ask them to order toxic-free products at retail, wholesale, or below wholesale. Go Green packs are marked below wholesale. Now, a little side note here. That is pretty terrible right there, right? Because if you watch the training videos, they talk about how the company actually loses money based on the Go Green. So when you sell a $499 or $199, they're actually, well, what you're doing is you're selling the product for actually what it actually costs to make. And they're trying to say they lose money at it. Maybe they do. I doubt it. But they're making so much in recruitment sales and everything else and personal volume usage or PVU or whatever that it doesn't matter. So each sale is tracked in your website's back office. You may purchase a $29.95 website, or you may purchase a $199 or $499 Go Green pack that includes the website plus our top selling products at a substantial discount and are limited to one Go Green pack per person. All three options are inside the Join and Save. Okay, so yeah, then it's just more hype about the $499, $199, $20. So you can read that for yourself if you want to go to it. So it's all just hype, letting you know that, hey, we're still wanting you to sell these and buy these, right? So this stuff's crazy. Now, estimated monthly operation cost, you will choose one of these, $100, $75, $40, or zero, see Asante earnings below, which we'll take a look at, plus whatever marketing budget you prefer, if any, which if you are any kind of e-commerce person, you understand that you got to pay for clicks, right? So if you set up Google Analytics and you set up ads to run through there, you got to pay for so many clicks on keywords. You also have to, even for Facebook, I think Facebook's minimum was like $100 to run ads on Facebooks and stuff like that. So I don't know how they're really telling you to not have any marketing budget unless you're doing 100% recruitment sales, which then it's just a matter of you talking to people, which you're probably blowing up people's Facebooks and stuff like that with that craziness. Unlike most businesses, your Asante Organics business does not require rent, electricity, payroll, or insurance expenses. Understand that electricity, rent, payroll, and insurance expenses are all things you still have to pay if you're working from your own home. Well, an exception, maybe not payroll, unless you have contracted employees underneath you, but you're still paying a mortgage or rent, depending on where you're working from. You're still paying your electric bill. So that right there doesn't really make sense to me, just because you're still paying your bills with like having this type of small business at home. So that, yeah, now here they try to get you on you have an entire team, corporate support. They're saying that this company works for you. The CEO, the entire back office, all the customer service people that answer questions, all the big wigs, the scientists and everything that does everything, they all work for you. You are the boss. You're not. You're not. The founder of the company, who's still the head CEO of the company, is the boss, and everybody that works at his corporate office work for him. And you're just a 1099 contracted customer at best. They may take over things so you don't have to call and answer complaints from customers that are not satisfied, but you know, they don't work for you. So this is just hubbub about their particular type of brand and their stuff. Toxic free brand. They say they work 7 to 10 hours a week, building profitable recurring income because green and organic products are high in demand. Like, that's not a lie. There's a lot of truth in what they say in regards to the green market and the green industry and stuff like that. Like, it can be a messy, saturated area. Now, I know I use the word saturated, which if you're business savvy, stuff like that, saturation just means big demand. So, yeah. Now, the income projections that they have here, this is where it starts getting into the good stuff, right? They have income projections here due to FTC. Now, they give you this. This is the 6 different types of paychecks you can earn. I like how they do have to specify that they're unable to provide you with specific income projections, but to learn, just pay attention to what's below. Now, mind you, they have a full breakdown right here. That gives you the whole thing. And we're going to go over that because this right here is this. But only they don't want you to really read the breakdown because this is just enough in there to get you going, right? 30% retail commission, paid weekly up to 30% paid on all retail customer sales you personally acquire. 0 purchase and $0 quota required with no limits. That sounds kind of nice, right? Like 30%, like I've never worked in sales, so I don't know if 30% commission is good. To me, that seems really good. I sell you a product and then I make 30% of that product sale. Okay, you got me going. I'll focus on it. Then you got $50 to $100 Go Green packs, paid weekly on the Go Green packs. Now, Go Green packs, they don't tell you here. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just go right into. Actually, we'll read this first and then we'll get into it. So the $50 or $100 Go Green pack based on commissions is paid weekly. It says you get 50 to 100 paid weekly on every Go Green pack you sell, no limits. All right. $500 gold bonus. Now we're starting to get into like tiers, right? One-time $500 bonus for reaching the status of gold in your first 30 days. All right. 10% endless team bonus or ETB, paid weekly on the override on all wholesale volume in your team, regardless if you personally enroll them, no limits. Now, that is the briefest description of what the ETB is, and I'll show you why, because that's the largest portion of their actual PDF that has a stronger breakdown of their particular thing. 25 to 100% matching bonus, paid weekly, and override on every one of your personally enrolled brand partners, ETBs, regardless of their rank, no limits. So that, again, is another thing that's extremely minimalized, right? Like, there is a cutoff. There is technically a limit, but they say no limit because there's an additional caveat if one side is doing more. Then yeah, it's weird. So I'll show you in a second. 1% expansion race bonus. Now this one is I don't even know why they're pushing this. This should be something that you should get into after you've been in the company, you're a top earner or whatever, because it says paid annually, profit sharing per region for the first 50 brand partners to reach quota in that region, unlimited regions. There's a huge competition. They say the first 50 brand partners. So out of every single employee in the company, only 50 people are going to earn 1% of that year. And you can lose your spot. So they're pushing you to really sell, right? So down here in the really fine small print is PSV, or personal sales volume, or points associated with products you and your retail customers purchase. Now this is going to be key, okay? Because the point system is directly related to how far you can get in the company, what rank you can achieve initially. So you've got $0 here, you got earn 0, then 40 is to earn half of endless team bonus. So right there they're saying that if you only do 40 points in personal sales volume, you're only going to earn half of your endless team bonus, right? 75 personal sales volume is required to earn commission bonuses, numbers 1 and 5. That's your 30% retail. So you have to then make 75 PSV before you can start earning your 30% retail. So you can't just sell 5 to 10 different products and suddenly get there. You got to push it, right? Now 100% PSV is required to earn all 6 commission bonuses. So you have to have 100 personal sales volume or 100 points to earn all of those, some of which are one-time deals. So, think about that. And they got tax deductions and stuff like that. They're telling you, if you have your own company, you know that certain things you can write off. Now, what would be really interesting is if you could actually just sell the product, make a decent living selling the product, write off all the product purchases you have to make for yourself, because that's just another tool for your business. Maybe something you can do there. Like that might be a little bit slick, and that's something that, anybody who owns a business writes off a lot of their stuff, your gas, portions of your electricity bill and stuff like that. If you have a home-based business, any kind of marketing materials you have to purchase, like if you use your cell phone for business, you can write that off. Definitely talk with your tax professional about that stuff, because like I said, I'm not a tax professional. I just know the little bit that's worked for me. You need to find out what works best for you. So talk to a professional. So this right here, I don't like it. 24/7 training, supply demand, start your career. Yeah, and they're completely candid. Choose A or B. Okay. Ignoring all of that, let's go ahead and go to the PDF. Oh, that's supply demand. So I'm going to get rid of that one there. This is the PDF. This is the initial breakdown, right? This is where the money is. And don't look at forward just yet. I know the first thing that you get drawn to is like, oh, where's it at? Oh, geez. Okay, so the first thing you get drawn to is right here. And I am terrible at this. Oh, I just went to the screen. Okay, this one right here. Endless team bonus, number 4. We'll get to that. That's where you really start to see the scam. So, number 1, retail sales, up to 30% paid weekly, unlimited. The difference between retail and wholesale is paid to you. You don't need to keep inventory. That's already a better deal than most places like Paparazzi or was it LuLaRoe, where you actually had to house inventory and stuff like that. They're telling you don't need to house inventory. All right, cool. But you only get the difference. So we'll have to do some math here and see. But if everything has a 30% markup for retail and then you earn that markup, it's a little grimy. So then they say down here, example, as 10 personally enrolled retail customers order 75 points monthly, you'll enjoy $225 monthly residual bonus. So that's 10 people that you sell to. So you have to have at least 10 consistent reoccurring customers, each of them using 75 points of monthly PSV or personal sales volume. They have to have 75 points in order for you to qualify to get $225 residual bonus. Now, how hard do you think it is to get 10 people to purchase your products? Anybody ever sold magazines? Some people are a lot better than others. Like, this is where it turns out you have to be a salesperson to really, really make anything. Yeah, it's me. I'm back again, editing Ryan here. When I read that and put it, I made it seem like you had to have 10 people before you could even qualify. I was mistaken. Reading it again, I was able to determine that the 10 was just an example, obviously, but the person that you do sell to before you can start earning the up to 30%, they have to have 75 points total spent. So you can get commission off of one person as long as they spent at least 75 points of PSV. It'll jump in just a little bit there. Yeah. So right there's a little small like limit, because you don't get up to 30% unless you have 10. So you got to build your sales. So if you only start off and you're doing this 7 to 10 hours a week and you're not really trying hard to get people in, but you're really focusing on the customers that you do have and slowly moving in, you're not going to get paid anything until you get to 75. So yeah, that's a little grimy. Go Green Packs or GGBs, a bonus $50 and $100 bonuses paid weekly, unlimited. So they say $50 commissions per 199 GGP or $100 commission for the $500 GGP paid on all personal enrolled GGPs. Must be an executive or higher at the time of each GGP enrollment. Okay. So are they saying that you must be the executive, or are they saying that the people that are purchasing these GGPs have to be an executive? And the way I figure that is because the GGPs are often the things that you need to use to get people to start buying or selling the product. So yeah, and then right there, because I just want to show you something too, right? Down here is the qualification requirements, right? So to qualify for the above bonuses, the executive must generate the following points volume every 30 days. 100 points for all 6 bonuses, 75 bonuses for 1 through 5, 40 points for 1, 2, or 5% ETP. So instead of getting, your 10% paid weekly, you get half. So, okay. What is an executive? So right here it said, must be an executive or higher at time of each GGP enrollment. So you have to already have a brand partner processing 75 points in volume minimum every 30 days. So you have to be doing 75 points per 30 days for yourself, becoming yourself or having yourself be an executive in order to then turn around and get the commission for these ridiculous things. right? So that's fun. But then it says, example, as you personally sell 10 Go Green packs at $4.99, you'll enjoy a $1,000 bonus. So you got to sell 10 $500 packs to get a $1,000 bonus in 30 days. Yeah, okay. That's grimy. So $500 Express Start Gold bonus. One-time bonus in the first 30 days. Submit your completed form, see back office. All right, so you can achieve a $500 gold, or it says $500. Achieve gold in the first 30 days and maintain it for 90 days. Express Start Gold bonus form is required. Example, reach gold in your first 30 days, maintain it, submit completed form, and you'll enjoy $500 bonus. So you have to achieve. Now, it says earn gold bonus. What do you have to do to become gold, right? So let's go back down here. Gold, a brand partner maintaining silver qualifications and has personally enrolled 4 silvers. Okay, so I have to be a brand partner with at least 4 silvers under me, and I have to be able to maintain silver. So what's it take to be silver? A brand partner maintaining executive qualification and has personally enrolled 1 executive on their left team and 1 executive on their right team. So you might have heard that last part, left team and right team. So the way Asante works, it's not so much like any of your other MLM companies that have you and then your entire line is like this, right? Just straight across, where these people all report to you. Now, and this is coming from their training. So they instead have you, then you have 2 people, like, so there's 1 of you, and then you enroll your left team and your right team, which I think is backwards, but anyway, your left and your right. And from there, they then have their left and right, who then have their left and right, who then have their left and right. I mean, you see what I'm going with that? So it's like a pyramid cascading down of teams. That is your left leg and your right leg. That is what turns into your endless team bonus, where you get paid 10% total based on how far down and how much your left and right teams earn. So, okay. Each one, in order to be silver, you have to be a brand partner maintaining executive qualification and has personally enrolled 1 executive on their left team and 1 executive on their right. So you basically have to be an executive with 2 people under you on your left side and your right side, and they have to be executives. So they have to have the same PSV. Now, mind you, you initially started this because you wanted to get people to do reoccurring transactions on your company so you can just earn money off the product sales. Now you're basically having your people who have to then purchase their own stuff to keep their executive status. They're not going through you. So all your money then gets paid from commission bases from your team or your downline. But they don't say downline, but it's a downline. So then an executive is a brand partner possessing 75 points of volume minimum every 30 days. So you purchase at least 75 points of product for yourself. So in order to get gold in your first 30 days, you have to basically have all of this stuff in here. So you've got to really push. Now, do you think in your first 30 days, you could become gold with all those requirements? Working 7 to 10 hours a week? Because remember, that's what they say. Have a lucrative business, making lots of money, or just spending 7 to 10 hours a week. You know, it's very few people will actually be able to do that. Good chance that you might not be able to. I don't want to tell you can't do anything, right? But at the same time, you need to understand there are exceptions to every rule, and this is kind of rough. This stuff's kind of rough. Not gonna lie. Ugh, that's tough. So let's go ahead and look at number 4. Oh yeah, you have to maintain gold status. Maintain all of that for 90 days. So you push hard your first 30 days and you reach gold and you're like, sweet, I'm gonna fill out that paperwork, I'm gonna send it back. I just got $500. But then you slip. You make it 4. You make it like 40 days and you fail. 60 days, fail. You can get down to your top, you're like 80 days and slip. And you're stuck. You got to start all over. So yeah, incentive. Endless team bonus, or ETP, means you get 10% paid weekly, unlimited. Each week, the system calculates your total left and right team volumes and confirms if you are a current executive or higher, basically identifying your current, gold, silver executive. Executives and higher are paid 5% of all volume on both teams to the amount of the pay team, the lesser volume team. This equates to 10% of your pay team volume without caps or limits. The difference in volume between your left and right teams is banked on the power team, which is the greater volume team, and carries over weekly. It does not flush. So flush means that if your team screws up, or instead of having all the additional money that your right team earns, as opposed to losing all of that, because some companies will just say, okay, well, as soon as both sides stop producing, then anything after that is just lost, just right to the company. You don't get any bonus on that. They're saying they don't flush it, but what they do is they turn around and they take it and they put it in the bank, and then you get a percentage of how much your team earned for the year at the end of the year. So until you are paid on it, enjoy possible spillover if the person above you places volume below you. ETB provides a true walk-away residual income. Other companies flush volume regularly, causing you to continually work to replace it. Now, real small, and I don't know if you can read this, so I'll read it out to you. It says, remove all new enrollments from your holding tank every week and place them on your team to receive credit for their volume. This must be done weekly before Thursday at midnight CST, the close of volume and commissions. So that very fine print tells you that you have to basically have all this stuff in by Thursday at midnight CST, which is Central Standard Time, US. So imagine if you didn't read that part and you're just skimming through and you push through to get this and realize that you failed to submit stuff, then you just screwed everybody up, right? Example, the hypothetical chart is based on each executive enrolling 2 people and each generating 75 points in personal or retail sales. Where does it say you enroll 2 people, they enroll 2 people? I'm pretty sure we heard that back on the multi-level marketing pyramid scheme. Where did we see that? Where was that? So up here on the FTC website under the do your homework portion, it says right here under research what distributors are saying. Individual distributors often post their own training videos online to promote the MLM. Search these materials. Be suspicious if the trainings make claims that tell you the fastest way to make money is to recruit, right? Recruit, or suggest that all you need to do to build a downline is find 2 people who find 2 people. So if we look here, it says, example, this hypothetical chart is based on each executive enrolling 2 people and each generating 75 points per month. Now look at this little chart here. So level 1 executive is with 2 people. So that you're an executive with 75 points of sales volume under you and you've got 2 people doing the same thing. You're only going to get $7.50 monthly. $7.50. Roundabout. I'm sure that's not 100%, right? So 2, if you have 4 people, you can get $22. Man, better make sure you're getting a high interest rate on your savings account because you're about to blow up. 8 people, $52.50 per month, right? Monthly. And they're talking about paying you weekly. You get 16 people, you're doing pretty good. You've got 16 people under you, you're pushing fine, stuff like that. Now, you could be earning these other commission bonuses, sure, but your monthly paycheck from this company for just the product, $112.50, right? Level 5, you have to have 32 people underneath you. You don't start making money with this until you get to level 7, where you have 128 people under you, right? Do you know how incredibly difficult it is to have 128 reoccurring transactions, or 128 people as reoccurring transactions without busting yourself all the time trying to get this business up off the ground, spending 80 plus hours a week trying to do things? It is impossible to do a 7 to 10 hour a week job and make this much money unless you're a day trader. I mean, unless there's something I don't know about, but I know they get paid, or they can make stupid amounts of money. So right here they have, and I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but it says the average USA mortgage is $1,912.50. That's a pretty steep mortgage. That's way more than where I'm at. But like my stuff is more up here, so I'd have 128 to make 952. So it doesn't start actually paying one of my bills until I get to 128 people underneath me. But in order to pay your average mortgage in the US, you need 256 people underneath you. 256 people. Man, that's pretty crazy. And so on and so on. It's unlimited because there's no cap. So let's just say you want to earn $30,000 a month, which is good money, right? Making $30K a month is really good money. You'd have to have 4,096 people under you. So you'd have to maintain a right leg and a left leg of at least 4,096 people, all doing their part, all making sure that all the way down until it gets a cutoff, because in one of the training videos it specifies if your right leg and your left leg start really pushing through, and suddenly you get about 4 levels down on your left leg, but your right leg goes to 24 levels down, the cutoff to what your ETB or your earn is right at where your other leg stops earning. And then that's where they cut off. So if your right leg does ridiculous, that all gets banked. So you are not going to be able to make the money that they're saying you're going to be able to make here unless you really push your people hard in order to get through with their recruiting or sales and stuff like that. So that's nasty. The ETB is grimy. That's so grimy. 100% matching bonus. This is the highest form of residual income in the industry. 25% to 100% paid weekly unlimited. 25, 50, or 100% matching commission based on the endless team bonus or ETB of everyone you personally enroll. Silver executives earn 25, gold executives earn 50, and platinum executives earn 100%, right? So those are all the people that you personally enroll. So there you have to keep personally enrolling. So does the people underneath you who enroll people, is that considered your enrollment? No. Example, as a platinum executive, enroll 10 executives who are each earning $1,000 per month in endless team bonus. $1,000 per month. So each executive's earning $1,000 a month, which is each executive you have has 128 people under them earning $1,000 a month. Think about that. Although they say a brand partner maintaining silver qualifications, it has personally enrolled 4 golds. But then they said ETB. They said it has to be an ETB bonus, which ETB bonus for 1,000 is about between 128 and 256, right? So example, it says Asante Organics is paying $1,000 per month to your 10 personal enrollments. Thus, you'll enjoy 10,000 monthly bonus. It seems nice, but are you going to get there? A few, maybe. Like there are exceptions to every rule, and I think that's something important to say, because all of these scams, there are some people who are just good at scamming people and want to scam people and will push through and fight to the bitter end to make sure that you at least pay attention to what they say, because they want your money because they're trying to scam you. This is one of those examples. Like, these people are trying so hard to scam you because of all the stuff you've got to purchase and everything else. And the expansion race, this is the big one. This is the top way to earn. Be one of 50 executives to equally share 1% in retail wholesale product sales volume per region. The first 50 executives to reach 50K in points volume on their left team and 50K points volume on their right team in any region in any one calendar month will secure one of the 50 expansion race bonuses for that region. All 50 executives will equally share the 1% subsequent year and beyond. Maintain 50K points volume on your left and right per region 10 out of 12 months. So you have to have 50K plus on your left team and right. So you have to have 100,000 per month earned total between your left and right for at least 10 of 12 months, and excludes banked volume. So that does not count the additional money that you earned on your ETB. So like if your left side doesn't do so well and it cuts off right there, so then you're already out. You better hope that that's just one of the 2 months that they'll let you slide. Let's see, excludes banked volume. If an executive falls out of qualification, the slot is opened up to the entire field and winner takes the slot. So basically, if you slip up, you're out. And you're never going to get it back. It goes to somebody else unless they slip up, and then you're right there earning again. Boom, you're back. So example, USA earns 100 million a year. 1% of 100 million equals 1 million divided by 50 executives, $20,000 annual bonus. So then on top of that, they give you a $20,000 check, straight cash in your hand. Now, there's going to be like all this is well past the basic amount that you can basically live tax-free. So you're going to be paying taxes on all this. So they don't promise a car, they don't promise lavish vacations. Everything they do is straight cash. But that's that, right? So right there, that's the breakdown of how you're expected to get paid. Exceptions to every rule aside, you're not going to make that money. You're probably going to hover between 8 and 16 people, unless you're pushing, because this is one of those things where you're not going to get in at the beginning and stuff like that. Like the tops are always going to continue to make more money than you. So, but let's just, I price some stuff out. Let's go ahead and look at some of the, actually, this one fun thing here. Let's, what did I see? Let's go back here. Go to the retail shop, right? Retail shop. Let's see what the prices for some of these things are. Where did it go? Body products? We'll do that. So this is the price of some of this stuff. Now understand, being executive gives you access to wholesale pricing, which is the crossed out right here, right? But the retail, so if you're selling to people who are like, if you're not an exec and you want to purchase this, $25 out of your pocket for a standard thing of deodorant, right? Shower gel is $18.52. Hand soap is $20. You're paying almost $20 for hand soap. This is insane. Now, I had a friend of mine do some prices, and she came up with some things that, now she went a little above and beyond, right? She dove into what has oils and stuff like that, what essentially you won't have. For instance, their eyeliner apparently has lemon seed oil in it, which I hear is very painful if it gets in your eyes. So I'm not that familiar with that, but their lip gloss, and let's find the lip gloss here, right? So let's go back to the home page. Shop under, is it body? Yeah, lip gloss. So this little tube, right? This little tube of row to C, or whatever it is, this little tube is $25. It's $26 straight. It's got all these organic oils and stuff in it, right? That, okay, whatever. All of these things on here, which, okay. I mean, a lot of this stuff, like who certifies this stuff? Where is the information about who certifies it? It's not there. But anyway, I'm not going to get involved in that. That's $26 for some lip gloss, right? That's insane. Apparently, Elf is another brand that's pretty popular. Their lip gloss goes from $3 to $6. Glam Light, which is apparently another pretty primo makeup or cosmetics company. Their stuff goes for $12, or you can get a pack of 3 for $28, which is just a little bit more for 3 than it is for 1 of theirs. Jeffree Star Cosmetics is $18 for the clear, $20 for the full color, already cheaper than that stuff. Fenty, which apparently is Rihanna's brand, is $19 to $22 or $29 for a pack of 3, which, man, lip gloss is expensive all around. But yeah, their eyeliner, Asante's eyeliner goes for $29. It's 30 bones, right? So again, Elf is $3 to $6. Glam Light, $18. And that's the one that my significant other uses, and she loves it. And it's $18. Jeffree Star Cosmetics is $20, which still more than I'd want to pay. Or Fenty is $22. Now, mind you, even at wholesale, it's more expensive than Rihanna's brand, which is a big premier brand. I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know that much about this stuff, but so your personal sales volume, you have to do at least 70 points or more. If you're buying just lip gloss and eyeliner and mascara, you're already pretty close to your 75. But then what about shampoos? They encourage you to use the product. So what about all of your shampoos and everything else, right? Like the mascara. Yeah, this is the stuff that's crazy, right? $36 for mascara. Elf is $4 to $9. Glam Light, I guess they don't sell mascara. Why did you put that on there? Anyway, Jeffree Star Cosmetics is $23 for it, and Fenty's $24, which is still $4 more, or $4 less than wholesale for these guys. And that's big name brand, right? That's stuff that has science and stuff behind it. You can go to the website, you can find all of the information about it, find out exactly what's in it. Yeah, this is the stuff that she was saying has sunflower seed oil, essential fat from sunflower, vitamin E. It's got cinnamon bark extract in your eyeliner or your mascara. Obviously, the goal is not to get any in your eye, but if it does, you're not supposed to have to call poison control just to find out how to flush your eyes. Yeah, lemon peel extract. No, thank you. Another one they have on here is deodorant, right? We already saw the deodorant, your standard thing, $25 for the deodorant. And you're looking at Schmidt's is $8.99 to $10.99. Dove's around $6 for a bar. Native, $8 to $12. Kopari is $11.90. Dr. Squatch, which I've actually had some soap from Dr. Squatch. I don't like it so much because it just disintegrated in the shower really quickly. It was expensive for a bar of soap, and it was gone in like 2 weeks, which I was so irritated. But their deodorant, and their already expensive brand, is $12. Let's see if it's up here. Is the yeah, right here. $19.95, right? It's even wholesale is a lot more than any of the brands that I just listed. Hand soap. So where's their hand soaps at? Thank goodness for cuts, right? There we go. Hand candy, hand soap, which is retail at $19.49, wholesale is $14.99. So the Body Shop 9-ounce bottle, $10 to $15. Miss Myers for a 12.5 ounce bottle is $3.99. Now, how many ounces are in this here? What do you get for $19? Let's see. 5.5 ounces. Now, this is the kicker. I use Dr. Bronner's. Dr. Bronner's is $18.49 per container, but that's for the 32-ounce container, which is massive. And that is, you can clean, like you can use it as shampoo. You can do all your stuff with it. They have the lowest one I think they have, she wrote down here, is $4.59 for a 4-ounce bottle. So one that's 1 ounce smaller than that, or about an ounce and a half smaller than that, is $5 with tax, right? 7th generation 12 ounce for $2.99 or $5.99 depending on the retailer. And just so, if for anybody who actually does use essential oils, or you want to use essential oils because you got like I don't really know what they're called, the little the humidifier that spits the humidity up in the air that is scented with the essential oils, all that. Okay, so there's, let's see, and we'll go lavender for their oils here. Let's go back up to the retail shop, and we're gonna do, where's their essential oils? Here we go. We'll do lavender because lavender is a very common oil that a lot of people like. And I think it's like the cheapest on the list here, but it is $32.50. $32.50 for a 15 milliliter bottle. Eden's Garden for a 30 milliliter bottle is $22.95. 10 milliliters is $9.95. Plant Therapy 10 milliliter is $6.95 versus their 30 milliliter for $14.95. Still cheaper than that by a landslide, by a long shot. Rocky Mountain Oils 15 milliliters for $22.95. And then Now Oils, which I'm being advised is what we use here for our little steam thing, is 10 milliliters for $5.99, or 30 milliliters for $13.99, or on Amazon apparently you can get 118 milliliter for $16. Yeah, tell me how you can sell these products on a consistent basis and make money off just selling the product. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. No, you can't. You can't. That's the worst part. And Asante, let's see, where did I see it? They also have on here, where is the products? Where did I see? our story. Yeah, right here. They have an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, right? Now, I like to go to Better Business Bureau because essentially all you need in order to be to get a high rating on the Better Business Bureau is to have a positive interaction with your customers, right? So if they complain or they reach out to you, you are quick to respond and get things handled. Let's just look and see what the BBB for Asante is, right? So let's go ahead and switch here. Better Business Bureau, Asante Organics. No, I don't want to talk. So they have 2 customer reviews. They got a 5 out of 5 rating, but they're not accredited. They're not BBB accredited, and their current rating is a B-. Now, they say, back on their website, which if I can get back to it here, there we go, that they're an A+. Also, these things here, Best Company Award, Best Product Award, Business for Home. Who awards these things? The only one out of all 6 of these that I recognize is the Better Business Bureau. And that in and of itself is a lie. This business is not accredited. It's been in business for 12 years. So, I mean, they've been around a while, but yeah. So that's the caveat there. And I could go on with the Asante Organics for forever. This, like I said, this is the one that my friend got caught up in, and luckily we've gotten her out, and then she wanted to continue to use the products because she liked the product and believed in the product, which, hey, fine, whatever. But at the same time, we had to then show her that she was paying way too much money for stuff that's not really going to work the way it claims it's going to work. But like I said, I'm not a scientist. I'm not going to get involved in that. If you liked this video and this deep dive for this company here, because, I mean, let's be real, that, like, their finances alone explain to you how it's, in my opinion, a scam. And if you find yourself wanting to get caught up in this sort of thing, don't, because it's going to be impossible for you to earn money, just like it is. Yeah, but that's Asante Organics. And if we were to throw the questions, you know, the multi-level marketing questions on this here, promoters make extravagant promises about your earning potential. Yeah, I think they do. I think we can go ahead and check that one off, right? So, and what else did they say here? Promoters emphasize recruiting new distributors for your sales network as a real way to make money. Yeah, that's 100% what it is. Based on executive enrollment, 2 people, and each 2 people here. Right here, example, Go Green Packs, $1,000 bonus. This is the endless. This is the big way you make your money. All of these that require you to have people under you. Yeah, that's how you make your money is recruitment. Promoters play on your emotions or use high-pressure sales tactics, maybe saying you'll lose the opportunity if you don't act now, discouraging you from taking time to study the company. They don't necessarily come out and say don't study the company because they give you a lot of information about the company, but there is the whole expansion race bonus thing that you can miss out on if you don't, like, really push your team. Let's see, what else did we say on here? So kind of yes and no. I'll go 50-50 on that one. Distributors buy more product than they want, Distributors buy more product than they want to use or can resell just to stay active in the company or qualify for bonuses or other rewards. While you don't necessarily have to buy more, you have to have at least 75% or 75 points in the sales volume, as we learned here. Nowhere on here does it say that you only have to do 100 or 75, right? It doesn't say that. So the more that you have, the better off you are. Now, they're not telling you to house inventory. They're telling you, in fact, that you don't have to house inventory. So that's cool. But they are, in fact, saying that you have to sell a lot to stay active in order to earn expansion race bonuses, match high forms of residual. You have to stay active and make sure that your left and right teams are doing what you're supposed to do. So going based off this right here, which is what we determined was the what's a pyramid scheme and how do you spot one? Yeah, make your own decision on that. I, for one, in my opinion, 100% pyramid scheme, in my opinion. So I hope that helped you out with the Asante Organics. Now, this is the first of many, right? We've got tons of these things we're going to be putting together. So, in fact, there's no shortage of MLMs, honestly. No shortage of pyramid schemes. But yeah, keep track of my Instagram and everything else down here. I did start a TikTok, but I don't understand TikTok. Maybe I'm just too old. But Twitter, you can reach out to me. You can send comment to YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way, especially if you liked it. Share if you know somebody who is getting involved in pyramid schemes or is on the fence about what you believe to be pyramid schemes. Send them over here to the video. Let's watch and make them have their own decision and do their own research on the company. Or if you're afraid they're going to get involved in something that they don't know that they're getting involved in, send it over to me in a comment and we will go through the company just like this. Like I said, there are training videos that do a more in-depth explanation by them regarding their pay structure and earnings potential. If you want, leave a comment, say you want me to go ahead and react and go through these videos with you, and then we'll do that as a separate video. There's 6 of those things on there, and they're about between 2 and 10 minutes long, I think, so it wouldn't take that long, but it's definitely entertaining just to see how hard they try to sell you, because they really come from a point of like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a mass notification out to have 15 or 20 people come for a nice little recruitment drive and show up at my little rented office space and go through a little orientation presentation and see how many people want to sell. So yeah, like, subscribe, tell your friends, all the above, hit me up, social, all the things, and I'm rambling at this point. So anyway, have a great day. Thanks for coming out. And these companies try to flatline you. Don't let them flatline you. Low techs, no. Low techs never let people flatline. Don't let them do it. Have a great one.